안녕하세요, 프로페서 마이슬 선생님. 네, 이렇게 만나뵈서 영광입니다.
In the first beginning, it was actually just a family tradition. I'm from a family of amateur musicians, but I'm the first one to have become a professional. My son is also a professional now, but before it was just a good family tradition. How does it feel? It always is a challenge and a reward at the same time, because Beethoven's string quartets are really demanding and challenging, even nowadays still on a technical level, but of course also very demanding in really getting into the musical structure, into everything that is touched. And I may say a bit, of course, Beethoven's string quartets somehow, after Haydn's achievements, built the core of all string quartet repertoire, and somehow every other composer always has to refer and to reflect to and on Beethoven's string quartet. So what is so wonderful is that using concepts that already were there of musical language and musical discourse, and not only conversation but real development together. Beethoven touches so many regions and realms also of the most extreme emotional conditions, that it is just always a great experience to work on it and to play it also on stage for people. Okay, so it was a long answer, but I think it was necessary. There is also a message. The message is that openness and communication and curiosity for interesting, emotional and also sensual and also intellectual experiences is something that brings people together. And that is the most important thing, that music can be understood as something carries in itself everything that is important for being a human being and for humankind also in total. So if we can share something of this with audiences, it's good. And well, that could be something of the message, but it is not, it's not like being a missionary or something. But there is enough that can be communicated and shared. There is also not just a simple answer to that, because to become a real musician and a real artist, also together with what I already said before, it needs a whole bunch of virtues. What was the question? So I have to know that I want to share something with an audience, and I have to know that the audience must have the chance to get something from what I do. And that includes, of course, understanding that everything that we do, with respect for the great masterworks of all the composers, always needs our full involvement as human beings and also as co-creative artists, in order to make music something that is worthwhile being enjoyed together. That's maybe about it, yes. Trying to get as much understanding as possible of what is behind and in the music, and not only being able on the piano to master all the difficulties, but also to understand what is behind what we call the musical language, and try to understand something of that, and not only understand like, aha, I understand, I look at it, but understanding also with your emotional and physical structure, then the chances that our faculty colleagues will say, oh, very interesting, here we can come to a point that is according to our expectations and also helps the young people, then the chances are high. It's difficult if it's just reduced to a more or less mechanical instrumental mastery. Then, yeah, it might be not so easy to get into the university. But yeah, so it's always combining everything and trying to understand what is behind the text. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Good. Good. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. It's a
Symbol of your university. Yeah.
And this is the buche, is a kind of traditional,
Thank. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, and also this is a Korean cookie, so
Oh, thank you very much. Very nice.
yeah,
Very kind.
it's an honor.
Good. Yeah. Good.
It's an honor.
Thank you. Very good. Thank you also, but no hands free, so we will put it here too. Yeah. Good.
Thank you.
Yeah.